And welcome to round 2 here with Izzet Phoenix on the play again. How lucky can we possibly be? All right. Oh, this hand's nice. This hand's nice. Anytime I have a Phoenix and a Tormenting Voice Charter Course effect, I am all about it. That is kind of the reason why we play 8 of those effects, just because they're so very strong if you can combine them with some early Phoenixes. Now, most of the time, it's pretty hard to get a turn 3 Phoenix going, but this hand actually has the capabilities when we don't have Electromancer, basically. So I actually think I might hold this opt, because the only way that we could do it, all we need is a land with Tormenting Voice and we can go Arclight here. So maybe it was a mistake for me to shock, but I still would have wanted to shock a Llanowar Elf if they would have played it. So I think we're just going to untap here. Alright, so into the face of Island being Spell Pierce, I'm gonna just go like this, because if it gets Spell Pierce, it's not as bad. Alright, no such luck. No such bad luck, I should say. Alright, so we still got plenty of early spells here. Interesting. Now it'll be interesting to see what they take, because I think Charter Course is the best card in our hand, but one of the ops or shocks is something that I would think maybe they want to take care of, since we can get back a Phoenix. I'm going to go for that line. Just try to find a land. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to opt again. I don't really need a Lightning Strike against the Thought Erasure, since we already have one. That's a much better card. And now we get to hit him for 5 with this one shock. Alright, here comes the bird. Alright, now we have Crackling Drake if need be. If not, we can Tormenting Voice to discard something else, but we would love a land with the way our hand is set up right now. We shocked ourselves 3 times and we're still ahead on turn 3. That's the explosiveness of this deck. That's unfortunate. That's truly unfortunate. We'll see. This could go poorly for us. Now, if this dot, if they try to kill this, okay. Now we can Finale here for 1 and opt and shock. It's almost better than getting wrecked with a countered Tormenting Voice, because then we kind of get 2 for 1 here, but I think it's better. Oh yeah, we don't have a sorcery. Never mind. That's much worse. Okay. Well, I think we just have to run it then. I'm gonna discard this Lightning Strike. Hope for the best. Counter spells on Tormenting Voices always kind of suck, but okay. Now we could do it again and get rid of a Finale. But Finales are great and Crackling Drakes are great, and that's kind of all I would like to cast for the rest of the game. So we're not going to actually do this, because the odds of us finding 2 cards that are better than some of the ones we're discarding here, I'm not into. And now we can Finale to bring that back. Or Crackling Drake. We'll see. It definitely depends on what our opponent does here. I think I lean towards Finale here, just because I'd like them to waste all their removal on Arclight Phoenix, because Arclight Phoenix always comes back. Where if we just go Crackling Drake and they go cast down on that, we're not really getting very far. But this could also mean a negate or a Spell Pierce, which is a tilt, so it is an iffy situation here. So basically the benefit of playing this is to play around negate and Spell Pierce. And the benefit of playing this is to play around cast down. Since we've already seen a cast down and we have to think that negates and stuff like that is a possibility, I think I'm just going to go with this, especially since we have 2 of them. Alright, so we'll go with Opt and Charter Course. Couple of blue cards. We're not at the point where they're at a low enough life where we truly want to start burning face. So here's the correct way to do this in this situation, because all we're trying to do right now is maximize the chance that we draw Arclight Phoenix. So we want to click this first, meaning it'll be the last thing to resolve, and then opt to try to dig deeper to these. We don't really need another one here, although it is a great magic card. All right, chart. I think we'll discard one of these Tormenting Voices. Our hand's pretty stacked. All right. Bring the thunder. And now we can actually, outside of Finale, just cast 3 spells, and we have the option to go Crackling Drake or Kefnet here. So I think we're in a pretty great position, especially against a Dimir strategy. Now, Blast Zone notably can go up to 4 counters. So that's not nothing if our opponent is quite far behind. So if they're just going tick up Blast Zone to try to deal with Arclight, I don't think that's the best plan. Alright. So we actually have lethal this turn if we truly wanted to go for it. I don't really see a reason to. Our opponent's just done Cast Down, Thought Erasure, and nothing, huh? I don't think it's Kefnet, because this could pop up and destroy those. Could be Crackling Drake. Maybe it's just Finale here. They didn't have an answer for it last time. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because this isn't technically lethal, but the shock we have will be. So we're going to go with Lightning Strike and Chart a Course. Okay, Lightning Strike to the face. Chart a Course to draw 2 cards. And now we'll just say go, wait for the opportune time to cast Shock. Like, look at this game. We have 7 cards and we've been doing something every turn. The nice thing about Izzet Phoenix is it's constantly digging through your deck, allowing you to just have so many options. Boom. All right, game 2. Game 2. Izzet Phoenix against Dimir Control. Let's see what we have for that. All right, so Narset's going to be good. I tend to look towards the blue cards here. When we look at playing against a control deck, as well as Legion Warboss, and even maybe Ra. We'll think about this. Now, cards that we usually don't want would be Lava Coils. Shocks aren't great. We tend to be a little bit more on the controlling route. Just basically burn spells in general aren't very good. So the problem is they can have Narset, right? Like, Narset is something we definitely have to deal with. It is okay, but the thing is it's a lot better against Esper because they could bring in Lyras. But against them, they probably just have either Elder Spell or Contempts. So I think maybe that's just a little too expensive. Tormenting Voice can be a little rough. And I think we'll cut 1 Augur because those are being made a little worse. Maybe we should get rid of more Augurs because, like, we're adding Planeswalkers. We're taking out Instants. I could see that. And us just keeping the course with these. And we've done this in the past. 1 Raw. See how it goes. We'll give this a shot. Not 100% sure because we don't really know what our matchup is against. I know how I would sideboard against Esper, because that's a much more popular thing, but the Blast Zone indicates that this is not Esper, because Esper mana base is really tough to deviate from, but Dimir has that extra, what am I trying to say? A little extra wiggle room where they can actually deviate from the plan and play some colorless lands like Blast Zone, and Blast Zone is great, don't get me wrong. All right, so we got a Narset here. And Rawl, so we have a plan, and it does not involve creatures like we normally have here. Okay. Now, Tormenting Voice is, of course, scary to cast here, but we still might have to run it out. Don't want that. That's much better. That's much better, because this is a good way to test the waters. We're okay with this getting countered. That's much better than a Tormenting Voice getting countered. Ooh. Now I think we just jam this. This is likely to get countered, but there's a chance this goes on. Excellent. Yeah, they could just be holding negates and spell pierces. And unfortunately, keep this in mind, everybody. Whenever you're playing against a deck that can war boss you, you have to hit control on here. Otherwise, they will get the token. I think that's kind of a bit of a bug in the arena, just in the arena way of life here. And also, whatever you do, don't cast Tormenting Voice when they have a Narset out there. That doesn't work. So, now I think we'll cast our own Narset. Stop their shenanigans from going down. We hit. I think we'll go with a Lightning Strike here. And attack this, so if they want to activate again, then Narset will go away. And the static ability is what we care more about than them actually fishing out more magic cards. Ooh, unfortunately, our opponent's gonna learn the joys of Narset there, even though they have a Narset. They probably should have looked a little deeper into that one. We've all done it so many times, and then doesn't hit off Narset. Well, we were definitely going to win that game, but our opponent definitely kind of had a sequence of events that made it so they shame conceded there. So that'll happen. Watch your Narsets, everybody. Stay tuned for our third and final round.